Ah, thanks, bro. Good looking out.
Wow.
Good looking out. Good looking out, brother. Good looking out. See, sometimes I make mistakes too. I'm not perfect, right? Thanks for that, brother. Where we at? Free fall. Right there. I'm just looking for the page again. It's probably right here. Yeah. All right. So it says, keep a notebook of wisdom with you. Keep a notebook of the wisdom you read and hear and learn from. Right. Look at this. Look where mine is. My notebook's right here.
Yeah, I got like
Mine's right here, right? I've had this notebook for over a decade, right?
like
It's
5.
filled with value, right? So I mean, this is a really good book. Go ahead and pick it up. I highly recommend this book by Ken Blanchard. It will change your life as it did mine. It'll really give you some insights on how to manage a business. It talks about public speaking. He found his dream girl from Charlie Tremendous Jones, and I think it's like a true story and all, right? Charlie Tremendous Jones hooked him up with his wife, and he taught him how to build a team. So they built a company, a motivational speaking company from the ground up. And he lost his focus because he was associated with he hired the wrong manager for the position, and he got really big on money and forgot to focus on the original vision of what the focus was. And from that, he lost the reins a little bit, because you're gonna make mistakes sometimes, and you need management, you need good people around you to keep you pointed in the right direction. And Charlie Tremendous Jones was able to point him back in the right direction and turn the business around in a very short period of time. So it's a very good read. A lot of great insights in there, a lot of great little techniques and tips that can really help you to overcome a lot of your fears and help you to walk into your power and who you are, right? And speaking of walking into your power, good book. Hey, these transitions are pretty dope. I used to wonder how like comedians would transition like that. Like Kevin Hart does it really well when he transitions in his jokes, and you can tell when somebody their self-development level and the confidence level is really high because it's naturally. None of this stuff's scripted. It's not scripted. We don't have a script or nothing. I'm chilling at the bar. Nicole's sitting there, but like, can you just shut up? She's probably tired. She's probably tired because it's been a long day. I told her she's not leaving until she's on board. Right? She's, and that first insight I just read, hostage, is definitely one that applies. It applies to what we're talking about. Like I'm not, each and every one of you guys watching this, there's you could be a king and a queen in your own right. So The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, very good book. The audio book is you gotta quiet your mind to listen to it, but it's a very great read. I loved it reading this book. Ooh, look at this! Wow! Look at
That's
this.
your bookmark.
Yeah, my bookmark is actually shouts out, Michael. This is actually, I forget which kid this is, but this is the 4-year-old. This is the now 4-year-old. Look what I found in the book. So that's pretty dope. This one says a great little insight. The inner purpose of there's one. All right, check this out. A great deal of what people say, think, or do is actually motivated by fear. Right? Which, of course, is always linked with having your focus on the future and being out of touch with the now, right? One of the big things that Eckhart Tolle talks about in this book is keeping focused on the power of right now. You can't go back only unless you're looking at the stars. I learned that today, right? That's the only, that blew my mind, and I probably spent some time tonight. I want to get a telescope now, though, because that's the only time when we can actually look back in time. Now I get why these guys are trying to open up black holes and all that kind of stuff, because you get to go, you can possibly go back and see the start of the existence when you think about it, because of how the light from the stars, the travel and the time and all that. And that's the only time you can probably project something, theoretically. I don't know too much about that stuff as yet. However, the power of now, he talks about how you can actually shift your thinking and your focus from worrying about yesterday and frustrating yourself about your bills and what's not happening to what's going on right now. One thing that really worked for me out this book is as you're walking throughout your day and you find your thoughts racing, and shouts out Mark, they're going haywire and all that kind of stuff, pay attention to your feet hitting the ground. And every time your feet hit the ground, tell yourself mentally, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So
I used to do that when I woke up in the morning. I used to say thank you every step.
Right?
200 times.
I still do it. I still do it to this day, right? And because it starts to zap your focus into the moment, right? In the club right now, so I can't hear you. My boy birthday. Hey, we in the club getting tipsy, sipping on some water, drinking on some Henny. Nah. He in the club, turned up. That's powerful. Look at that. No excuse. Yeah, I gotta get some software to do the closed captioning. But yeah, you know, look at that. No excuses in the club. Get your earbuds, bro. You know, Apple makes some pretty cool little earbuds. Or get some Beats by Dre. There's an endorsement. Hopefully, he pays me one of these. I don't know. I don't get no affiliate commissions for that, but get some earbuds. You know, and there's no excuses in the club, but he can learn something. He can tune in, tag some friends. You know, share it because you don't know who's looking. You don't know who is they're looking for a breakthrough. You don't know who's worried about their bills being paid tomorrow or next week. Yeah, no, I can see what you're saying, bro. He said, "Can I hear him?" That's funny. But you see, it's fun now. You know, you guys are interacting, and it makes it a lot of fun. So, yeah, this book can definitely help you a lot to focus on the moment and not worry about your bills that's 5 weeks out or next year or something that's not even here. It helps you to take action right now, and taking action right now is the only thing that cures fear. Right? This last book. This is one that will blow your head off. I'll probably read a couple of excerpts out of this, and it's this guy Burke Hedges, man. He wrote a book. One of my first mentors recommended to me. Shouts out Shanice in the hey! And he recommended this book to me called You Inc. Unfortunately, they don't. She said Black Power. It's funny. Yeah, they don't print the book anymore. It's a very good book. It's called You Inc. Love the book. Yeah, the book opens up with this story about they're auctioning off this violin, and the guy, you know, they start the auction at like 50 cents or something. So it's really ridiculously low. This is the opening story of the book. And this guy in the back, this kind of older guy in the back, he sees this and he's like, so he goes up to, you know, it's like rich people, just, you know, they do the auctions with the paddles and stuff. So he goes in and he takes the violin and he does the little tweaks and he takes it, and the dude goes in, does this number on this thing, and he's just, and they're like, what the heck? Instantly, the next bid was $25,000. It sold for like $1 million, right? Because of the perceived value.
Yeah.
You feel me? And it was because the guy, he went ahead. yeah. This is all part of what Free Fall is about. The guy went ahead and he raised the value of the violin. Now, what was different? Nothing else changed. You just tweaked the little things about the violin, but he brought his value to that instrument, to that tool, right? And that tool expressed his feeling, and they felt it in the room. And what happened? You know, they say it's the sale happens when value exceeds price. And that's Grant Cardone, right? Straight up. And that's true. When you see perceived value and you think that, was that a sale? Oh, what's that? Oh, cool. Oh, that's what's up. Yeah, when you feel that you're gonna get exactly what it is you're looking for, the money doesn't matter, no matter what it is, because you see that you're gonna get your goals, right? And that's what's important. Your family, having security, your kids, making sure they're good. You're having a house, which is critically important. Having transportation, which is, you know, in this day and age, it's important. Having a sense of security.
That's law.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, in case something falls apart, especially in this great country, because this guy Burke Hedges wrote a book. I didn't get to read the first one yet. I don't think they print it anymore, but it's called Who Stole the American Dream 2. Right. This is a really powerful book by Burke Hedges. And I'm gonna read a few things out of here because a lot of people are really screwed up in the head about the false beliefs, man, about what's going on in this world, right? So, hey, man, I don't get paid to be dumb, so I get paid to be smart, you know what I mean? It's paid to get paying the price, right? This is something Sir James Barry said. He said, dreams do come true. You can have anything in life if you're willing to sacrifice everything else for it. Yeah, you need to come up, bro. Come and party with us, right? That's pretty dope, right? Check this out. The bottom line, it says, I don't want to be a millionaire. I just want to live like one. You don't want to be, you just want to live like one, right? Check this out. Walt Disney said, all of your dreams can come true if you have the courage to pursue them, right? There's actually, check this out. There's actually a chapter in here they have on, boom, an entire chapter, right? Now check this out. This is coming from right out of Burke Hedges. We're talking over 1 million copies sold. The second one, right? So two different versions. He says this chapter is actually on. See that? Look at that. Pyramid schemes, right? And he breaks it down what a pyramid scheme is and all that kind of stuff, right? So he says You've probably heard people call affiliate marketing a pyramid scheme. Do you know what that really means? The reason I ask is that most people have no idea what a pyramid scheme really is, right? The truth is a multi-level pyramid is a natural structure. Every single organization in the world that distributes goods and services or coordinates activities of any kind is shaped like a pyramid with multi-levels that get bigger, wider as they go down. Here's how, note that in any multi-level structure, the power comes from the bottom, right? Our government distributes services down the pyramid, but we give power from the bottom with our votes. Marketing companies distribute products down the pyramid, but we give them power with our dollars. So pyramids set up a flow that runs both ways, first down, then up. Value flow, whoa, holy crap. It's too powerful. See that? Like, you see that stuff? Whoa, what just happened there? Like something just literally threw my iPhone off the stand, like, as I'm reading this. Right?
That was crazy.
That is crazy. You guys just witnessed. I think something's going on. I don't know what's up. I didn't touch this. It just like boom, right? That's intense. I guess because I was reading about the government, right? Now check this out. He says affiliate marketing is indeed a pyramid, right? It's indeed a pyramid, just like Microsoft, General Motors, college and universities, the U.S. government, Girl Scouts of America, franchises, and your church, right? So it's not a pyramid structure itself that makes something like a pyramid scheme. There's nothing wrong with the concept of a pyramid. It's what people do with it. Just like a gun or a phone or a pen, right? It's not the tool that's bad or good. It's what people do with it. Well, if you want to be rich, you know, you're going to have to learn to budget more than that, brother. You know what I mean? Which is pretty cool. So there are two types of pyramids, right? There's legal pyramids and there's illegal pyramids. You just have to know exactly.
Yeah,
I'm done.
This is crazy.
I'm done. I'm done talking about the government and pyramids. That's the cue. Once, shame on me to whatever that goes. Twice, shame on me. It ain't gonna be a third time. So let's see how powerful this book is. I'm gonna put it back on the shelf before something else happens. Right? Before they deactivate my Facebook account. You don't give them any ideas.
That's nuts.
That's insane. That's insane.
You
know what?
The iPhone jumping.
That's a good one too.
Well, till he come back. Let me tell you how I learned how to swim.
Oh, and here's the book. This is the one I was looking for. This is the one I wanted to start with, right?
No excuses.
No excuses. Jim Reifenberry, right? I remember when I was reading this book, right? I was actually Mark. You know exactly what I was driving up Bragg Boulevard, coming in from the Merc to turn into from. I don't know if you can do it anymore, but you turn in by where the old riggers used to be. They shut them down a few years ago, right? I was reading this book, driving. Don't drive and read, right? Whoa, what's that? Something else in there. So when I opened, now keep in mind, I served 10.5 years in the Army. I was a paratrooper. Bro, what's going on?
I don't know.
What's going on? Free Fall 5000 is something serious. Anyway, I spent 10.5 years in the Army. I was a paratrooper, right? Which means I jumped out of planes. That was my job, right? So, okay. So as I get to chapter 1, right? This is what blew my mind. I never heard about this guy before. It says, attention, at ease, right? Mm-hmm. You have picked up this book. And the first chapter is self-responsibility, right? Let me scroll. Hold on. That's not the part. It's not the first. All right. It says, success is a journey, not a destination. It's also a learning process. Therefore, it is often helpful to learn about experiences of someone else who's overcome obstacles that may be similar to yours, right? Hang on a second. I got so excited. It's not exactly in the first chapter, but it might be in the preface. That might be where it's at. Yes, it was in the prologue. This is what got me. I know it was in the very start of the book. All right, so it says, Mark, listen to this, bro, right? Listen to this. It says, I'm 1,250 feet above the earth. My parachute, I was like, whoa. I'm like, whoa. My parachute hasn't snapped me out of my fall. I can't look up to see what's going on. Because when you jump out, you're trained to put your head down, chin on chest, and count to 4,000. And as that's happening, your parachute's coming up, and it's doing this thing behind your head, and it's opening up, so you can't look up because your head's jammed. You got this helmet on, right?
Yeah.
So that's what he's talking about. So he says, my head is caught in the vice of tangled lines, and my chin is hammered to his chest. So something went wrong. The shoe was probably packed wrong or something, right? No 4-line check or what have you. So he came out, and his chute's probably open, but he can't pull his head up because it's twisted and his head's held down. So how do you get out of that? They teach you to reach up, bicycle kick, and you'll spin out of it. You'll just magically spin out and catch yourself, right? So that's what's happening here. So he says, instinctive and images recall from training films tell me that my parachute is trailing above my head like a ribbon. So it didn't inflate like they could call it a cigarette roll. So he's just flailing, the parachute's up there, no air is getting in the canopy.
Crazy.
Yeah. So the world around me appears to be chaotic. Unconcerned about my dilemma. The drone of the plane above is gone. It's dead quiet at this point, right? And you jump out the plane, the fare is gone. You're looking up. You just want to make sure your chute's open, feel that open and shock, and you're good, right? And it's kind of like a roller coaster. It goes from really fast, and you just stop instantly to make your chute's open. It's really intense. And he says, the sound of the wind and my awareness of the earth and sky is lost as I shut down and shut out. I can hear my only thoughts and feel my pounding heart. I had only myself, my pack, and our airborne training unit boarded the C-130 Hercules for his first jump. When I heard that, it really blew my mind because I was like, holy smokes, like I can relate to this dude. I read the book in like an hour and a half or something. I was just hammering through the book, right? And a lot of the things that he talks about, boom, look right here. It says, congratulations, you are the master of your own destiny. If you choose to be, right? Dale Carnegie, Norman Vincent Peale, Napoleon Hill, W. Clement Stone, Earl Nightingale. That's just a few people that y'all should be listening to. Those are people that I listen to almost every day. You know what I mean? It's your responsibility for you to take this and really run with it, right? Because when I was coming up in this industry, nobody had to whip me to tell me that I needed to get up and do what I needed to do. Okay, I wanted it bad enough, so I got up and did it. So if you have the courage to search your soul, I guarantee you will find your purpose. And that's straight out the book, right? That's no excuses. I'm doing it. Jim Reifenberg, pick it up. It's a very powerful book. I like to read a lot, guys, right? This book right here, a good friend of mine, Grammy-nominated record producer. He's done some big things with Lady Gaga, Kanye, Bob Marley, and for Diddy and them guys. And I'm not going to tell you the name of it because the book's not published, but hopefully it comes out and it's going to be something epic. This guy saved my life with this book in 2008. It's a very powerful book. It's a quick read, you know, and it's something that I think when it comes out, it's going to change a lot of lives. The audiobook is very powerful as well. And I know it's going to do some serious things once people get their hands on this. You know, take advantage of world-class opportunities, okay? Because you don't know who you're going to meet. You don't know who your prospect knows, and so on. So it's definitely something where I want to get you guys to stop believing the false evidence appearing real every day that you're programmed to believe, because limiting beliefs will stop you from living your life, right? Limiting beliefs will prevent you from having opportunities that can literally slingshot you into a place where people that you once followed will be following you and you'll be able to give back to them and help them. It's about to happen again. This might be this thing that's screwing up. Yeah, it looks like it is. I gotta get a new one. So I gotta get a new thing for my phone. That's what it is. Yeah. So limiting beliefs can do that for you. You know what I mean? Share has there ever been a limiting belief that you had to overcome, bro?
Yeah. I was just thinking about that. When I was about probably like 10 years old, I was in the pool thinking I knew how to swim. So I went to the deepest part of the pool, right? And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna come from here and I'm gonna swim back to the shallow side, back to where my brother and the rest of the family is. So I go dive and I'm swimming. I look up, I probably went like 2 feet. So now I'm trying to reach for something to grab onto. Right. Can't grab onto, and I'm like drowning and shit. And I'm like, oh shoot, like trying to jump for air and grab and reach for something. And I'm looking at the lifeguard and he just looking at me like this. And I'm like, help me. And then since then, I haven't ever tried to swim. I never went too deep in the water. And it was like a whole thing I was like, missing. So ended up in Costa Rica with for a company event, and
see, events change lives.
For a company event, and we was out on the water, and this dude, he asked me, he was like, "Come on, bro, let's go swimming." And I'm like, "I don't know how to swim." He was like, "What?" He's like, "Nah, before we go back to shore, you gotta learn how to swim." So I went in my vest, right, put it on, strapped up, even jumped off the boat wrong, face planted into the water. So it was like, what, 20 of us out there. We was over there by like to go snorkeling and shit, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm in there with the vest, and he's telling me what to do, how to breathe, keep the air in your lungs, etc. And I was about to take the vest off to do it. And like right before I took it off, I got like real scared, and I just grabbed onto the vest, and I'm like, "Nah, I'm not doing this." Yeah. And then it was like, "Najmi, just do it. Like, get over it, let it go," because it's like a whole part of life that I'm missing out on, just not being able to swim, like a whole experience. So then I went and did it again, and I started swimming in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, 40 feet deep water.
Whoa! Talk about overcoming limiting belief. Shouts out Adrian.
The thing too that helped out with that was he was like, "Don't be scared, man. It's all of us here. We're not gonna let you drown,
Right.
So it's like you have the support of people that know what they're doing, and that helped me get the belief to go forward and get over that limiting belief.
Right. So what I think, what I really took away from that was the support, right?
Yeah.
Because a lot of times you're gonna face opposition with things. You're gonna face resistance, right? You're gonna face difficulty. A lot of times it'll be self-limiting. You know what I mean? You'll talk yourself out of it. You'll think yourself out of it.
After that, most people would give up. Grabbing onto the life jacket like that, scared is like,
right.
Just gotta break through it.
And that doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? That's something where if you really think about it, like you said, the life that you could be missing out on, right? Because you mentally sabotage yourself. You talk yourself out of success, right? You talk yourself out of winning. You talk yourself out of you think somebody like Kobe, for instance, right, would have been a world champion had he not believed that he, in his values and what the Lakers brought to the table, why he fought to become a Laker. You know what I mean? You got to really envision your goals, right? Like seriously, you got to implant it, right? Just like how all these big corporations implant these subliminal messages through commercials, through radio, through TVs, through advertising every single day. You don't realize that you're constantly being advertised to. Every minute you open your eyes and you see a name somewhere, you're being advertised to, right? And what you put in your eyes, there's a reason you have 2 eyes, 1 mouth, and 2 ears, right? There's a reason for that, right? If we had designed with 2 mouths, we would be able to talk a whole lot. Some of us could do it really well with 1. I ain't gonna point no fingers, right? But a lot of times it's not just because people like to talk. Some people do. I like to just share my experiences because I've faced, many of us have. I'm not saying that I'm the only human being to ever face death and resist and overcome it, right? It's kind of like you have car accidents happening right now, right? All across America, all across the world, right? But are they all on TV? No, only if it's like a really crazy, interesting one. Like there was one I saw a few days ago or something with the Lamborghini. It was cut down the middle, right, in half. Like it's like a hot butter knife cut it in half. That went viral because it was a Lamborghini, and it's like, whoa, how did it cut all the way back to the engine block, and the engine was fine, which was pretty intense, right? But planes fly every day, but they don't crash every day. So when a plane crashes, that's a big deal, right? And it's kind of like the same deal with what you got going on, right? You got to get yourself into a space where you get around people that don't do things that you're normally you see on a regular basis. It's in a positive light, meaning that's going to pull you towards your goals, right? Like if you can't be afraid to hang out in a room with multimillionaires and billionaires, even, because that day is gonna. If you want to be successful, that day is gonna come because there's a reason that those people have that amount of money. People say that they want a lot of money, or they want to make more money. Well, if I send you $5, that's more money than you had before, but you won't be satisfied, right? So you gotta be definite with the amount of money you want, and then you have to have a reason, a real big reason that you need to or want to have that money, and something that will pull you. This guy one time he told me this, Bill Britt. He said, in life you got to have an ultimate goal, right? And I was like, what is an ultimate goal? He said it's a goal that you accomplish after you die. So I'm like 20 years old hearing this, and I'm like,
wow.
What? Like, how do you accomplish a goal after you're dead? That don't make no sense. Like,
wow.
like, you know what I mean? That's something that's gonna pull you to the grave, especially if it's something that's big, right? Like, how do you do that? I was like, what the heck? And you live your life to put things in place so that after you're dead and gone, it could still be carried out.
It's like Steve.
You see what I'm saying? But you've got a lot. Exactly. Look at Steve. I'm using both of his ideas right now, right? The Apple computer, the Apple iPhone, and look at what's happened, right? How he's been dead and gone, but he's still impeding the universe, right? This guy didn't blow it up. He dinged it. You know what I mean? So it's something serious where you just got to understand that if you really want to make something massive happen, you got to take action, okay? Guys, I'm getting ready to wrap this up. Free Fall 5000 is definitely something you want to be a part of, okay? Today is the first day. This is going to be on the freefall5000.com page, so you can come back, look at it. We're going to have some extra bonuses. I'm going to have the bonuses listed on there. The first 50 people that actually qualify, that actually my coaches reach out to and actually lock arms with you and get you and work with you, get the worksheet up on you, because you have to fill out application. They're gonna call you, get you on the phone. Then we're gonna get on the phone and map out a roadmap for you. And we're gonna make sure that you stay accountable. We're gonna make sure that you hit your goals every day, because if you lose a day, you lose a week. And we're gonna make sure that you do this, because if you're serious about what you fill out on that application, we're gonna make sure that you hit it. And the only way we can guarantee that you hit it is by following up with what we're going to be putting out for you on a daily basis for you to be able to get there. So Project X, freefall5000.com, that's definitely where you want to head over to. Click the link that's below, right? Get on there, click the link where it says click here now to get on the waiting list, right? Click to get on the waiting list, enter your email. You're going to get a free bonus free Facebook training from me. Go ahead and watch that. You're going to get some free e-commerce training also, where you can start making money in the next 24 hours if you take action on this information. It's definitely something that's going to be life-changing for you. And I just want to give that to you guys for tonight, just for being here, just for tuning in. So go ahead and, tag a friend, share it. That's fine. Go ahead and get it out there, because I'm telling you, it's going to be something phenomenal in the next this whole month. We're going to be running this whole month. We're going to shut it off at 50 people. That we're going to take in there. We're going to take that and turn it into 5,000, okay? And beyond, okay? Infinity and beyond. So, but I need you guys' help to get it done so that we can actually make this happen and hit that goal, okay? You guys are keeping me accountable to keep pumping out the information, to stay on the cutting edge, to bring it full circle, to keep looking at these cool houses until we find the one that we're really going to get, and make these connections, make these deals happen for you guys, because it's going to help to open up you guys and not allow you to get sucked in by the black hole that's coming. 2020 right around the corner, okay? So let's lock arms, guys. I'm fired up. I'm ready to get this going. I'm ready to get this growing. And I know that you guys could do it, right? I know you could do it. The more fair, the better, man. Wrap it up with that. Hey, right? This is a world-class record. You cannot get this anywhere on the internet. Only right here, live on this live stream. Anyway, so don't waste any more of your years, guys. Take action. Go to freefall5000.com right now. Log in. Just click the link below the video. Get on the waiting list. We're going to be emailing you guys some information with the next steps, right? What you're going to get next, free, the bonuses and all that. With that said, man, my name is King Leonidas, chilling with the
Rasta Cowboy.
And we got the newest member of Free Fall 5000 in the building. She's trying to play Shine and hide out. We're going to do that. Anyway, yeah, so see you guys at the top, at the bank, and most definitely on the beaches of the world, man, or in some big multi-million-dollar mansions.
In Dubai.
In Dubai, yeah, that's coming up. Yeah, we got some events coming up this year. Stay tuned for the schedule. You guys can come hang out with us Vegas. We're gonna be in Vegas. We're gonna be in LA. We're gonna be in
Vegas, LA, Santa Barbara.
Santa Barbara, yeah, Santa Barbara, Vegas, LA, and somewhere else coming up. So, yeah, peace.